How often? Oh, shut up.
It's time for Let's Talk.
Welcome, folks, to another episode of Let's Talk. Hopefully, all of you had a wonderful week, and we're glad to be here this evening. As I had announced last week, I have a new co-host, my brother, a partner in crime. He used to have a show down in the big fucked up state of Florida. Yeah, I said it. Mr. Donnie Ellis will be joining me as my new co-host, so I would like to welcome him aboard. And trust me, he has a lot to say. You thought I was bad. You in for a treat. So I would like to welcome him, and like I said, hopefully you all had a wonderful week. Looks like we're going to have an end to all of this government being shut down, and trust me, bringing that up,
Shut it down.
like I said, you in for a big treat tonight. So I'd like to turn it over to my man and let him introduce himself, and again, welcome Mr. Donnie Ellis to the show.
Good evening, people. How are you? Just want to say good evening to everybody. Haven't been here for about 2 months, for those of y'all that tuned in that remembered me. But anyway, I'm not from Florida. I resided in Orlando, Florida for 11 years from 91 till 2002. Best days of my years. Love Florida. Hate the politics, but love Florida. Nevertheless, let's just get on with the show, man. Where you want to start at today? We can start so many places.
Hey, I want to start with this whole bullshit with the government being, well, hopefully they're going to make, from what the producer said, look, the shit going to open back up. It should have never shut down from the get-go, and I'm going to let you take it from there because, you know, my mouth can be a little foul, but I'm going to let you handle it from there.
All right. Well, first of all, the government should be shut down.
Oh, Lord.
But, listen to me, people. The government should be shut down, but guess what? Guess who needs to shut it down? We need to shut it down. You're only as strong as your weakest link, and look at what's been happening here. You know, I put an interesting quote on Facebook a couple of days ago, and I got some responses to it. Hopefully, I got enough power in my phone right now where I can relate all of this to you. Anyway, for all of you listeners, you can follow me on Facebook. My name's J. Ellis under Facebook. Just friend me. I'll put you on. But I always put a lot of interesting posts up on here, and one of the things that I brought up this week was about the government shutdown. And basically what I was saying about the government shutdown is this. We have a political party in our system. Whether you like them or not, Republicans do exist, but they have an extreme section of their party right now. And when you listen to ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, whoever, it basically comes down to political points. Now, I want to be careful with my words here, so this is why I'm kind of a little slow, but I just want y'all to catch the gist of what I'm saying. Everyone here in America that is a true American has a right to exist. You don't have to agree with everything that Obama came up with or what the Democrats came up with or what the Republicans came up with. We can all find middle ground in that. But what I'm addressing is this minority that we have in our country. If you study American history, there was a thing called the Civil War. The North fought against the South. The Union against the Confederacy. If you know what the Confederacy stood for, slavery and all these other type of things, of which they don't tell you about what that war was fought from the very beginning. It was over slavery, okay? Nonetheless, there was a president called Abraham Lincoln who kind of, defeated the Confederacy and put an end to all of this. And then that's when we became the United States of America. What I mean by that small faction that still exists in this country, even though the Confederacy lost, they still exist. This is what is called the Tea Party right now. Now, even though they represent a small minority of the Republican Party, obviously they have very strong backing financially, media-wise, and everything else that makes their voice heard. In other words, we're not addressing the fact that there's a small party right here in America that can't stand the fact that there's a nigger in the White House and what is happening to America. Do you understand what I'm saying? But, even the people that we agree with, that we listen to, MSNBC, Ed Schultz, Rachel Maddow, all of them, they want to talk about the political facts of what's going on, but they don't want to really address, even though some of them, such as Chris Matthews and them, are starting to touch on it, but they're just like John Boehner. Because they know if they came on their telecast and said what the real reason is that we have a Tea Party faction in this country right now that can't stand the fact that there's a nigger in the White House who should have been a server as opposed to an administrator.
Anything else but that?
Folks, I have to
well,
back up on that.
No, we don't have to back up on it. I was told not to say it anymore.
Don't acknowledge it. Just continue.
But yes, okay. So, in other words, what Rachel Maddow and them could not express, I just did, and I'm not going to harp on it anymore. Okay, but let's talk about that. What is really going on in this country, and the whole time where we sit back and we see what's going on, the common man, the common woman, those of us that only make $40,000 or less per year, and some of us don't even make that much. But yet then again, you have a political system, both Democrats and Republicans, who give hundreds of billions of dollars to oil companies, who are the richest people here on this earth as far as taking in dollars. So why should they get subsidies? Okay? Democrats, if you believe that they shouldn't, why just spill political rhetoric when you're in power? You represent the people. If it's not right, stand up for it. Don't blame John Boehner for saying that he's standing up for his political career, when really all y'all are doing is standing up for your political career. So just on that point, I'm going to calm down a little bit for those of y'all listeners that's got some questions, comments. I'm more than willing to take them. If you want to get on a lighter note, let's talk about the Ravens getting their ass whooped last week.
We don't even want to talk about that. We're gonna have to take a break, but I told y'all folks.
Can I say ass?
This going to be off the chain. So tune right back in. You can give us a call at 1-855-835-5857, extension 1. We'll be right back. We got to pay some bills. Peace. Told you.
It's time for a flashback.
To the lawn party.
You're in the wrong place because I don't live in the hood. That's not me. We talk about the projects, and I'm not even from there.
Ain't nothing wrong with the project.
I'm not from there.
Your president came from the project.
And look where we at.
Whoa. Back up. Hey, whoa, stop. Freeze. That's an insult to me. Damn it. That's an insult to me. That's an insult to me.
You can't take the streets everywhere you go.
But guess what? You know what? Sometimes the damn streets do come in handy. I can throw on my damn suit, put on my suspenders, put on my white socks and shoes, and act like them. But damn it, when they step out line, suspenders coming off,
and that might be
my
the problem.
pants gonna drop down to my drop.
He didn't pull the streets out yet.
Hey.
He didn't pull them out and put them on display. He's still trying to play in their game.
Once this is all over,
But see, he
step
can't.
on that
It's
helicopter.
not too much he can do. But I told you, December 1st.
We already said
December
December
31st.
Hey,
That's his time to shine.
That's right.
You better
Tell
come
them
out
all.
there.
You know what?
better
Y'all
just
kiss.
walk up to the podium with a robe on.
It's some flip flops. And go back to smoking his damn cigarettes.
And when they take that picture for his 44th, when he becomes,
There you go.
and they put him on the little thing around the White House, and his as the 44th president, he better have a cigar and his robe on with a white tee.
Check out Let's Talk each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on VExposedRadio.com.
Thank you, Betty Boo,
We back.
for that wonderful
Or let's
PSA.
talk, and we're gonna get right back into our discussion. This whole government shutdown. And my brother, yeah, he was showing me something that he had put on
Facebook.
Facebook, and I got to read this. I scrolled through it, but I got to read this so he can continue on his rant. And it goes a little something like this. Seems like the only way to get congressional attention to do the right thing is for us, we, the people, to take situations into our own hands. If those of us that truly love America and want this right-wing, racist-ass teabagger party to stop the bullshit, all we, the middle class, need to do is stage a strike. That's right, we need to strike. As everyone from truck drivers to office workers need to stay home and shut the whole MF country down, to these Confederate MFs who can't accept the fact that they lost the war long ago, get over themselves, and return the governing body back to we, yes, we the people, and the majority should reflect our decisions through the way we spoke during our exercise and our right to vote. The people spoke a year ago, we spoke 4 years ago, we spoke 4 years prior to that. Why are these assholes not listening, and why do we tolerate it? Enough already. We need to show the government that we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. You want to shut shit down? We the people can show them just what we can show them that we just stick together and stop focusing on the Joneses and the BS. It's just his opinion. He's ready. I'm ready. The question is, are you ready?
Wow. Okay.
Oh, shucks. The
Just
Senate.
got some late breaking news that the Senate approves the deal 81-18 to fund the government, plus raise the debt ceiling.
They could have did that long 16 days ago.
But listen, guys. I mean, for those of you that are just novices to this, do you know what this really means? Because the other breaking information that we didn't get is that they approved this deal to raise the debt ceiling and to pass the CR, but it's only supposed to last until February. What is going to happen again in February?
We got to go to the same
old
garbage.
shit. Okay? So that's the thing. It's already telling you the same thing that I was telling y'all from the beginning. The Senate voted 81-18, which means that only 18 teabaggers voted against it.
That's what they are, teabaggers.
Everybody else voted for it. I mean, whether they Republicans or Democrats or anything, yeah, they Democrats sometimes because they get on my nerves, but I'm not even going to touch on that right now. But guys, really, what the point really is that we can sit by and be bystanders and just think that our world as we know it is not going to crumble against us. Or we can really proactively do something about it. Now, and my point being is, and I'm going to try to harp on what we were talking about before we started the show. Since this government shutdown, I mean, we all can agree that it's not a great thing for the country. But how many of you has it personally affected? I ain't talking about y'all sisters and stuff that work over there at Social Security and all that. I'm talking about, the average everyday Joe. It has not affected us at all.
One bit.
Your life ain't changed a bit. You understand what I'm saying? So the way that we can change government is not just through our vote. See, that's the old boogeyman factor, the old banana in the tailpipe trick to steal from Michael Bazin that they want to talk about sometimes. And what that is that they tell you that your most powerful voice is for you to vote. You know why they tell you that? Because if you get involved with it, then that's how they get their money. That's what drives the political system. What the people have power in is your voice through your economics. You represent the backbone of this country. I don't care whether you're a trash man or whether you're a registered nurse. If everybody that agreed with a better America and what we're trying to get, that, you know, for affordable health care and different things of that nature. Come on, man. You know, you can be a Canadian citizen and you never have to pay for health care. This has been a successful thing, but you know what the Republicans don't want you to know? They represent big business. And for them to defeat that, for the Democrats to succeed in it, then you're playing in their pockets. You know what really stopped this government shutdown? It wasn't about the Democrats or the Republicans. It was about the big oil companies and Wall Street and the Chinese and everybody who really owns America, and was like, if the government shuts down, they didn't really care about us. They cared about themselves. And this is what it's all about. Guys, you can make a change if everybody got together, stood strong, and we didn't go to work for like a whole month. Oh, and by the way, too, some more breaking news. Don't stop our show. Just put it on your DVR or whatnot. But President Obama's about to speak on the approval in about another 5 minutes on CNN and
MSNBC,
well, I guess I can't mention the other channels.
Regular channel.
Okay, well, it's on all the others too, but I guess we're being sponsored by CNN, so I'm going to
Shit, where the money at? I ain't seen it. Where the oil companies? We're Ahmed Foussad. I ain't got his check yet.
Hey, but really, guys, think about this. Now, don't think about because of the fact that you wouldn't have a paycheck coming in or nothing.
But they don't get paid.
We can affect the government if every working, middle class, and poor person sat your ass home. Don't do nothing for about a month or two. Take care of your family. Watch Wall Street crash. Watch all these big businesses that need you, the backbone of society, to generate their dollars. Imagine what would happen if you would not do that for them. That's where your power is. Yo, stop playing this okey-doke games. Else you're going to be like me watching Discovery Channel and Ancient Aliens and stuff and connecting why all this shit is happening.
No, you know what their problem is? They too busy sitting up there watching Scandal to really know what's really going on. That's what the damn problem is. Get your ass up off of Scandal and really get into what's going on here in America.
That's the point that I brought up in my Facebook. Stop worrying about the Joneses and all this bullshit. You so worrying about Nene wedding and you can't even afford nothing like that. So stop. You know damn well you're going to have your wedding in Martin's West some damn way. So just stop playing. Why you worrying about what Nene doing? Nene ain't doing shit for you.
Exactly.
But you won't go to work tomorrow and tell, oh, girl, did you watch
Nene last night? She had
husband? Oh, and
signing the prenuptial.
Did you hear about Kim and Tardy for the party when they got sued? Yo, what the Lil Wayne new shit? Yo, him and Drake coming to the Verizon Center. Yo, Future go with Sierra and all this bullshit. Stop it, people.
I told you so. I told you so.
I'm just saying, y'all. Wake up, man. Please wake up. But my greatest solace out of this whole thing is I'm going to share this with you, and I don't share too much personal information. I'm a realist. I'm 52 years old. If God grant me 20, 25 more years, then that's about all I got left. by the time shit hit the fan, the way I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm already gonna be in the dirt, so the shit ain't gonna affect me at all. I'm trying to wake y'all up. And I'm just saying, man, just think about it. Think about it. These folks, Democrats or Republicans, guess what? If they pockets ain't getting lined, they don't give a shit about you. You have to give a shit about you. Your voice and your dollars is your economic power. Once you realize that the middle class and the poor are the backbone of the United States society, they cannot exist without you. But yet then again, you so want, oh, I'ma pay my BG&E bill. I ain't gonna be able to pay my rent lady. Oh, they don't even want to hear about me striking and going to work. Guess what? If everybody banded together as a whole and did it, what the hell they gonna do? They gonna be broke as hell too. Just think about it, man. Wow. It's crazy, man. When we was talking about babies on babies the last time I was here, and we need to talk about that again, too.
Nah,
all y'all little young, pregnant, 17, 18-year-old girls. And that's part of the reason why the Tea Party's getting on what they getting on. And I can feel them on half of a subject. And this is the subject that I'm going to talk about. Why is it that people that worked for 25 or 30 years and have legitimately got into the disability situation and they need affordable housing and stuff, why is it that they have to wait 7 or 8 years because a 19-year-old girl who done had 3 babies by 4 different dudes...
Ho, we got to take a quick break. We got some breaking news. The new bill will fund the government through January 15th. So basically
And
all this is a bullshit-ass Band-Aid, and the debt ceiling is good until February the 7th. Nothing but a Band-Aid. And guess what? Y'all folks go back to work tomorrow and act like y'all got a damn job.
January 15th, tax day, baby.
Oh, ain't that a bitch?
Martin Luther King's birthday.
Right.
Martin Luther King's birthday.
Right.
Well, change that. The new bill will get funded up until Martin Luther King's birthday. Then what your ass gonna do?
Can I have it? Somebody give me a pen, please? Just real quick. Just real quick. You heard
that. The bill is funded until Martin Luther King's birthday on January 15th. Now imagine that. That is the biggest crock of BS I ever heard. But guess what? Y'all gonna go back to work tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Being happy.
And everybody who can't stand the fact that a real Reggin, and that's the one I said before spelled backwards. Y'all love Reggin so much, they can't stand the fact that a Reggin is in the White House. See, that's why I needed that pen. I had to spell it backwards so I could.
Woo! Oh my goodness. Y'all heard that? A Reggin. They can't stand the fact that they're
and they
Reggin.
love Reggin so much.
I love it.
A Reggin is in the White House. So that's how I do word from there. If y'all hear that, y'all figure it out. It's called a Reggin.
You heard it here first. Big Exposed Networks. And I'm getting ready to copyright that shit by tomorrow for all y'all entrepreneurial type Reggins.
Oh man! I told you we was gonna take it to a whole nother level, folks. I told you. Woo! It ain't been but a half hour. We got another half hour to go.
I just want to know. I don't care nothing about big government. I want to talk to Sheila Rawlins Blake and whoever the Baltimore County executive is. Why I been on the waiting list to get housing for 3 years, but I know some 18-year-old girls with 3 babies by 4 different guys, and they got a place, the WIC program, all that. we ain't gonna talk about the WIC program.
Did you see in Louisiana when the folks went to Walmart and walked out of there with 10 to 15 carts of food because the EBT cards came up with no daggone limit on it? Sir,
look, check this out. I don't get but $200 a month.
excuse me, the president. We were just told by that Reggin was speaking right now, so we had to take a break. So we got to go pay some bills. We'll be right back, right here on Let's Talk on Be Exposed Radio.
Funny as hell on Let's Talk. Remember this?
We got another one that says, we as men need to step up and respect women as well.
Well, first of all, babe, I'm going to answer this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Men need to step up and be respectful from day one. But guess what? That's the woman's responsibility. If you're going to allow that man to disrespect you, then what do you think he's going to do?
Respect you. Disrespect you.
The power of the pussy is a motherfucker, first of all.
That's what it's called. The power of the
Denard.
Nandi. It's called the power of the poo. Nandi.
Yo, in rare form today. Oh my God.
But it's the truth.
No romance without finance. Let's just make it rain. Let's just do everything. Let's just fall off as a society. I mean, that seems like that's the cool thing to do.
Yeah, it is. It is. You can't tell me that ain't true. Hello? You sitting over there looking all dumbfounded.
No,
I mean, we would like some women to chime in on this. It
okay,
seems
I'll
like
chime in since I'm the only female here. I was working on my
something.
tickets. I fixed it. Hey, I'm fabulous.
We don't give a damn about you being fabulous.
What was the
we give a
question?
damn about you speaking up.
Travis
Okay,
Winky
a
called
text-
in.
a
She's
male
working on
texter.
Fashion Week right now.
Oh, what are you saying? Did he just...
Bing, bing, ching, ching.
Holla.
Okay, a male texter just texted us and said that he agrees
Agrees on what?
with what you just said.
With what I was talking about.
What? The coochie is the coochie?
Well, I guess on all
Oh
levels.
no, sir! Can you text us back and let us know? Define it, please. Thank you.
The
So we can
final
know
point is
Talk about the power of the people.
the power of the for JJ.
Punani.
The for JJ.
No, it's the power of the punani. For JJ, for Sing Sing, whatever you want to call it, it's the power of.
For Sing Sing.
For Sing Sing.
Oh, that's cute.
But the bottom line, hey, y'all control it. Hey,
Oh, wait a minute.
you
I
ain't
got a
there
visual.
saying, okay.
You and a man in the beer. You say, "Oh, baby, put it in my for Sing Sing." I don't like that.
Well, we gonna find something to put it in. We know for sex. I'm gonna find something.
And I won't with y'all tonight.
Your ear, your nose, between your toes, something shit. Atlanta for sing.
It is what it is.
Oh my God.
Check it out every Wednesday at 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
We back right here on Let's Talk. And for those of you who are just tuning in, boy, you've missed it, but you can always go back and check it out at a later date because the producer will definitely have it back up on the yeah, but we were discussing this whole debt crisis and this whole political system and the tea baggers and the tea partiers and the Republicans and the whole 9 yards. And if you missed it, the new co-host, Mr. Donnie Ellis, he was off the chain, and I'm sure he's going to continue where he left off.
Now, for those of y'all that were enjoying the show, I just want to say legalize it. That's why you're enjoying it. So.
It's legal in Maryland, ain't it, there?
No, not yet. Just DC.
When, January 1st?
No, Maryland passed the law, but that's not going on yet. They still deciding who's going to handle the dispensaries. At one point, John Hopkins was mentioned, but nothing's concrete yet except for the bill's been signed. And D.C. is legal right now. I'm not sure how many dispensaries they have there, but I do know that Montel Williams owns one of them, or at least put in the license to own one of them. I'm ready to really move to Colorado or Seattle, man. In Seattle,
it's not legal in Florida.
No. I wish it was.
Marijuana. Yeah, I guess it was supposed. I thought it was legal already.
No.
Here.
No, not yet. Just D.C., Colorado.
So what if you get a prescription in Maryland? Can you go get it filled in D.C.?
No, they do have a law in Maryland right now that if you get arrested for cannabis, as long as you have an ounce or less and you can show medical evidence that you were taking it for medicinal purposes, there is no type of criminal charge.
What qualifies as medicinal purposes?
Well,
it has to be recommended by a doctor.
Take me, for example.
Oh, shit.
I got MRIs, x-rays, prescriptions, all kinds of things, you know. As a matter of fact, I can't wait for it to be legalized, or at least medically, because I'll be one of the first ones to get a card, and I'm sure I wouldn't have a problem. Ain't that right, Sheila? What's our man's name? Stephanie Rollins. Boy, I seen her in Walmart about 3 weeks ago.
Shut up.
Shut up. Lord have mercy. I hope you ain't a sponsor, but if you is, thank you for allowing me to be here. If I see you at Target again.
Wow.
We getting some breaking news again. Yeah.
Marijuana is legal in Maryland as of October 1st.
I already knew.
I think it was John Hopkins. What is that? But only through hospitals that have been approved, right?
And Hopkins is one of them, but
John
it still
Hopkins.
hasn't been right. It still hasn't been.
Union Memorial. Lord Johnny on Pennsylvania.
That's them small bags. And that's Reggie, too. Ain't none of that good stuff.
But only through hospital programs that have not been set up yet until 2015.
Exactly.
But what hospitals have been set up?
They haven't
John Hopkins, none of them?
yet.
So damn, y'all going to be getting hot for another 4-5 years then.
No, I don't. I'm not even going to be here. You know,
Shit, by the time they get that shit right, you be about 70.
Well, you can move to D.C. And D.C. got a slick law, too. Guess what? You cannot be a Maryland resident and get a D.C. medical marijuana.
That's what I asked you.
You must have a D.C. residence in order to qualify for their program. Trust me, I know this, y'all.
So what if your doctor just happened to be in... Suppose...
You cannot get the certificate.
So you mean to tell me, say you work in D.C., and because you work in D.C.,
you have
a doctor
resident.
in D.C.
You're not a D.C. resident.
That's some bullshit.
No, it's not. I mean, it is what it is. It's all about the
that
dollar.
Ain't hard to do.
Look, ain't that what we've been doing?
All you got to do is go to Southeast. They don't even know half the abandoned houses they got in damn Southeast, and give them your damn...
I just want to take a poll here for all the listeners that we have. Should marijuana be legal in Maryland or what? I think so. I mean, too many people being put through the criminal justice system for no reason, and there's no reason for it. But anyway, back to this government shutdown. What do y'all think about that? I mean, really, we can really make a difference, but the reason that we're not going to make a difference is because Reggins don't stick together.
There you go with that damn word again. Riggins.
I'm telling you, Reggins don't stick together.
The kids don't go to school if you're listening and say that, because you might have some smart teachers out there who will be able to figure that out.
It's 8:45. Kids should be studying and getting ready to go to bed right now.
No, they on Facebook.
No, they watching MTV Jams.
Monster what's the damn game called?
No, they ain't playing no games. They watching MTV Jams. Sad but true. Sad but true.
So, Mr. Producer, I noticed you've been awfully quiet today.
I'm enjoying the show.
Now, when I come in here next week, I'm going to have that T-shirt on. It's going to say, I am a Reggin.
He going to get it made at Mondom and get it undone for about 10 cents. So don't y'all buy that bird. Y'all wait till Tom Ford come out with it.
Tom Ford. Oh, they'll buy that. Oh, look, I got on a Tom Ford Reggin T-shirt. Oh, my goodness. What else going on in this world? Wait a minute. Hold. I got to bring this up. No, wait a minute. Did y'all see the woman that was in jail? she had drowned her three kids, and her ass in jail, about to have another goddamn baby.
Well, that's all right. Well, we heard this one before. That reminds me of a story
That's
about.
crazy.
That reminds me about a story about that was in the national news about 5 or 6 years ago when this Caucasian lady drowned her kids out in the ocean and said a Reggin did it. So come on, hey, we done been there and done that, and we done talked the serious stuff. And since we down to the last 15 minutes here, you know what? It's a big weekend here in Baltimore, and that means it's black and purple weekend.
Purple. Yes, it is.
We going to Pittsburgh, yo, or should I? Can I say Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh. Yeah, for all your Pittsburgh.
Yeah, with your Baltimore accent, yeah, yo, we getting ready to play Pittsburgh this week. But big game coming up. I'm not really satisfied with everything that I'm seeing from the Ravens this year. I think that the defense, despite all of our losses that we had on defense, I think they holding it down. I really think that they holding it down. A lot of people want to get on Joe now. I'm always getting texts during the game.
It ain't Joe.
Yeah, did you see that overthrow? He throwing interceptions. Oh, let me tell you something. In the NFL, you show me any good quarterback, and I'll show you a good offensive line. Everything is predicated upon that. If you
Who's this guy that we have that's supposed to be that took over the
Eugene Monroe from Jacksonville.
No, the coach. They brought in some coach last year. Julio.
I can't think his name. It is a Latino name, but I'll give you his history because I know a lot about him. He was the offensive line coach for Philadelphia last year.
We got some more breaking news. President Obama stated that politicians in Washington have to get out of the habit of governing by crisis.
Okay. That's not going to happen.
Damn sure ain't.
If you want the government to stop governing by crisis, stop going to work. Shut it down. Tell the government what you want to happen. Y'all done started a nerve again. I'm telling you. Listen, for as much as we love Obama, okay, he is a politician first and foremost. He is never going to tell you, Reggins of America, and for those that sympathize with me, what y'all really need to do in order for me to put forth my agenda is for y'all to just shut the government down for me. Stop going to work. Tell these big business and Wall Street that you're mad as hell and you're not going to take it anymore. He'll never tell you that, but I will.
Ding, ding, ding.
You would be surprised, really. I mean, some of y'all may be sitting back and laughing at it like it's a joke and stuff, but really, really think about it. If we were to do that, imagine how much we could change this country.
How much money would that be? Just imagine how much money that would be in 16 days.
I'll give it to you in smaller terms. You know what my profession has been for the past dozen years. For those of y'all that don't know, I was an over-the-road truck driver. I drove 18-wheelers all over this country, anywhere from California, Texas. I've been everywhere except for North Dakota and Oregon. And, of course, Alaska. I ain't going to damn Alaska, no way. That's ice road truckers. Come on, A&E or some shit like that. But no. In other words, let me get back to the point in all seriousness. Think about what truck drivers. Think about what truck drivers represent in this country. Every commodity in this country, from food to bread to medicine to building materials and everything, is predicated upon the delivery of a truck. Truck drivers have been saying for years, oh, we're all going to band together and we're going to strike and we're going to shut the country down until they listen to us. Problem with that is 80% of the truck drivers out here, true story. Me as a Reggin truck driver, let me say. For every day I got called, if I got $1 for every day I was called a Reggin over the CB radio, man, I'd be out in Aruba somewhere on my private island.
Chilling.
So People just don't want to stick together, and the power is within the people. The 99%, even as weird as that was, if you remember that about a year or two ago, when all the major cities were staging this thing about the 99%, as far as it being a grassroots campaign, they really, really did make a valid point. And their cause was just, but I guess that's what happens when you're unorganized. Okay.
We're going to have to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Just a quick 2-minute break. But in the meantime, folks, don't forget, the House still has to vote on this BS. So it ain't done yet. But we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I wouldn't vote on it. Shut it down.
I'm sorry.
I just knew
Nicole, stop.
I knew you were gonna kill everybody's ears.
Nicole, that was you.
We
Why
just-
are you trying to belabor?
We just turned Tamar Braxton's Love in the War into a duet in here.
You are such an imposter.
They knew that was you. Please, they knew that was you. But
This is how deep my voice is. That was not me.
the crowd got extra loud on that one. They knew.
Here's a snippet of what you missed on Let's Talk.
I'm talking about relationships too. Relationships build to the next level or different steps. So it should be handled the same way.
So if this person, that's different. If this person wasn't able to perform because of something that was caused by, say, an illness or something, then of course, no, I don't think you're not going to just kick that person to the curb. But if it's a situation of where this person just can't perform because they have anxiety, bullshit.
Okay.
I tried to keep it cute. That's all I'm saying. I said anxiety.
Thank you.
I'm out of the picture
Thank you,
altogether.
Montreal.
You can't perform because of a wheelchair. I'm out.
Jesus.
He said a wheel. Oh my God.
Oh man, that's funny.
I can't with either of y'all tonight. I can't and I won't.
Check Sharon and Denard out each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back right here on Let's Talk on Be Exposed Radio. And we're about to wrap up the show in a few, but we're going to give our last couple words and comments in. For those of you who have tuning, not just tuning in, because your ass should have tuned in at damn 8 o'clock or 8:30. But the co-host, boy, he been going off. I told you this is going to add a whole new dynamic to the show, and so you pass it along, tell your friends, tell your mama friends, your brother friends, your kids' friends, and their parents, and their damn body else.
And tell somebody from Radio 1 or Clear Channel, too, so I can get a contract.
Simple way. But you can't say the stuff you can say. or you can't call nobody Reggins.
I can call him Ronald Reagan. That was the father of the Republican movement.
Shit. He just spelled it different.
No, it's pronounced the same.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Tomato.
Right. So again, folks, they're supposed to take the vote. The House is supposed to vote on this situation sometime tonight, and to my understanding, they'll have enough votes to go ahead and get this through.
If
and
I
it will
was
be
the
okay till
Democrats,
January the 15th.
I wouldn't do it. If I was the Democrats, guess what? Obama, you already said you wasn't negotiating on nothing
So why
until
settle?
they opened back up the government and until they gave you a clear resolution bill. Stand for that. We the people will stand with you. Shit, we've been needing a vacation for about 3-4 months, man.
Shit, some of us still on their vacation. So it ain't gonna matter one way or the other.
Yeah, this is true, but hey, man, how is you gonna make a stance, man? Either we gonna take a stance or you gonna be public.
But bro, how often do we as a people stand for something? Yeah, it'll
Well,
last.
you know
we
me.
do that. I know that, but
Yeah,
it's
you
only
know
not
me.
that many of us out there. But those who think about it, the whole Trayvon Martin situation. You ain't heard nothing else about it. Everybody was up in an uproar about what the decision was. You know, it lasted for about a month, about a week or two after that. You ain't heard shit else from the folks, the same folks who was out there bitching.
For all of y'all that's been listening, didn't I say?
Oh, Lord, here we go.
For all of y'all
I told you.
That was what happened. You did. You sure did. You sure did.
Any further. They weren't going to be talking about this on Congress. None of this was going to be. Now it's the debt ceiling.
It's all about dope, the old banana and the tailpipe trick. Keep you distracted. I already told you. That's what it is. But you know what though? For real, they haven't been mentioning Trayvon's name per se, but I will give the national media, especially MSNBC, a little big up for keeping up on the Trayvon Martin situation, in so much as Al Sharpton and them have been talking about that stand your ground deal, because if you remember the woman who tried to defend, the black woman who tried to defend herself against her abusive boyfriend, who got 20 years for shooting her gun up in the air.
What's going on with her? Did she go to?
No, they're getting ready to kind of let her off now.
They need to. That was some BS.
It's been on the national news, so Trayvon ain't dead all along.
I wouldn't say that either, because he's also been brought up with this case where the young man that was rolled up in the gym mat,
right,
and his organs was taken out of his body and stuffed his body with newspaper.
Right.
They brought him up in that situation too, because they suspect foul play.
Exactly. So in other words, when we don't hear the name Trayvon Martin, let's just remember, y'all, what Trayvon stood for. And it was all about that stand your ground law in Florida. And as long as it's being addressed and it's still being talked about, we're keeping Trayvon's memory alive, all right? So don't forget that.
And the only reason why it's being overshadowed right now is because people are out of work and people need their jobs back, and we want the government back open. But if it wasn't for this, I think it would have still been a little bit prevalent. It would have still been being overshadowed by everything else.
It's going to go on. Like I said, what's going to happen come January the 14th?
Same old.
This is only a Band-Aid till after the damn holidays. At least make people feel good.
I'll tell you.
We're going to be taking the day off for Martin Luther King's birthday.
We get that damn day off anyway. That's bullshit.
Right,
exactly. It's just that they won't be going back.
The good thing about it is check this out. The Republicans, when you think about it, I mean, for those of y'all that study politics, they had to do this. You know why it only lasts? You know why the debt only lasts until February of next year? Because that gives them game. That gives them time to play this game again. But what the deciding fact is what most of y'all who don't study politics don't know is that congressional elections come up every 2 years. So in October 14, if you don't want to strike, your voice is going to decide.
It is every 2 years, and this is actually one of them.
This is one of them. It's coming up next year.
It's coming up in 14. It's coming October 14.
Well, no, some people go out of office this November too.
It's only like a couple of states.
It's only a couple
all the major
seats,
ones
all the
come
major
up in
ones.
October next year, and especially in the Tea Party, the Tea
But
Bag.
the people that do come up. It's a lot of It's a lot of Republicans that come up in next month, in next month's election day.
Let me put it
and they need to be fired.
Well,
I want them all gone.
I mean, we want them all gone too, but let's look at it on the flip side. If we were some hillbilly rednecks that lived in the rural part of West Virginia, and we don't know. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
And we knew no other way except for our way. Wouldn't you agree that those people that we say are lunatics really represent their constituency? That's what their job is.
Their constituents need insurance.
No, I'm not getting on that. What
they
I'm
don't
saying,
care about insurance.
everybody has a right to representation. The thing that baffles me is if the teabaggers only represent.
I wasn't talking about just Republicans. I want them all fired. Let's clean house. I want them all out of there.
Elijah Cummings.
I'm gone.
I'm sorry. Elijah Cummings got to go too. If I mean all, I mean all.
Maxine Waters.
All of them.
Clean house.
You talking all of them. He's
about
them all up.
Right, for not standing
and
up.
then I want to once they're fired, I want to read all of their emails.
But you know what? That's never going to happen. Their pockets, they too deep in the pockets, man. And that's what politics
If they can read
is all
my
about.
Gmail account, I want to read theirs too.
I don't want to read their Gmail. I want to stop going to work for about 6 months, and then I want about 100 million of other Americans who feel the same way that I do the same thing, and watch how they bow down. It ain't gonna cost $1. Trust me, you ain't gonna get put out your place because the people who handle your mortgage, who sympathize with you, they ain't going to work. So how the job gonna get done?
It won't. What you waving at?
On that note, yo, I think we're about ready to
we
close
got
this because it's like 8:50. It was a pleasure speaking to y'all again for the second time. Sorry it's been so long, but I promise y'all I'll see you again next Wednesday. Peace and love.
Well, folks, thank you all for tuning in. Again, thank my co-host for being here, Mr. Donnie Ellis. Thank my producer, co-producer, or soon-to-be co-producer who's been sitting in for the last month. Has she learned anything yet?
We're going to find out tomorrow.
Oh, Lord. We're going to find out tomorrow. But at any rate, thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful week. Hopefully some of you will be taking y'all behinds back to work tomorrow. If not, have a drink for me, and we'll see y'all later.
And for all my Reggins, stand up.
For a change. If y'all don't know what Reggins is, go look it up in the dictionary, all y'all highly educated black folk out there. Peace. It's been real. Let's talk. Real talk. We out.